If you love football, this is an exciting time of the year between the Rose Bowl, the upcoming playoffs in the NFL, and of course, don't forget fantasy football players who manage their virtual teams. They compete all based on the statistics of the players they choose on the field for their teams. And believe it or not, Connecticut is one of the most fantasy football obsessed states in the country, according to a new study. Here's Chief Investigator Len Bestoff with his latest data check.
If you were a football fan, this is the most wonderful time of the year.
Because it's the holiday season and because Michigan plays on Monday.
And it's not just NFL and college. It also includes fantasy football, where you manage a virtual team based on player stats.
I'm in the game for the championship bracket, and I'm also in the game for the third place.
It just so happens that Sidelines.io, an odds comparison website that provides links to online betting, did some research on which U.S. states are all about fantasy football. The company analyzed the monthly search volume for the phrase fantasy football, as well as other related keywords, including ESPN Fantasy, ESPN Fantasy Football, Fantasy Pros, NFL Fantasy, and Yahoo Fantasy. This was then compared to the population to calculate how many searches per 1,000 people. When you hear people from Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania have the most fantasy football obsessed fans, it makes sense. We're talking about football country. Minnesota is the home of the Vikings. Wisconsin has the Green Bay Packers. And Pennsylvania has both the Eagles and the Steelers. A bunch of states without their own team, including Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire, were also among the places most obsessed with fantasy football. But that's probably because they all share another famous team, the New England Patriots. And the Patriots' home base, Massachusetts, was also among Sideline.io's top 10 obsessed fantasy football states.
I'm a Patriots fan, though, so this is maybe not the best year.
And getting extremely local, right here at NBC Connecticut, this is a fantasy football hotbed. In fact, this weekend, my team is playing against a team managed by Jason Hendry, one of our directors here at NBC Connecticut, who makes us all look so good. And Jay is here with us right now. And Jay, I want to wish you luck this weekend.
It's not your year, Bestoff.
May the best fantasy manager win. With this data check, Len Bestoff, NBC Connecticut Investigates.
All in good fun. Very funny. Thanks, Len. All right.